Yeah, I can outrightly tell you that voodoo, tribalism, juju, odeshi, atipa, whatever name you call it in your local dialect, I can assure you that such things hardly exist among Nigerians overseas. You know, you heard me well. Anyway, if this is your first time on my channel, you are most welcome. My name is Chinyere Anoforo. I am a Nigerian YouTuber. Yeah, based here in Saudi Arabia with my family. Alright, so why do I say that tribalism, voodoo, juju is not common? Neither of these is common among Nigerians in diaspora. Because whenever a Nigerian gets to meet another Nigerian in abroad, especially in this part of the world where I am, and this is where I tagged my beautiful lonely world apart. Why? Because I am alone here. I am so looking forward to having friendships, meeting people, but then the situation here totally denied me of that. And not only that, I am the only Nigerian lady in this part of the world. Yes, only me. I felt totally terrible, sad 2 days ago when I chatted with another Nigerian lady in a different location. She's a family lady, She told me that they even have WhatsApp group among the Nigerian women over there where she is in this very country, Saudi Arabia. I was like, wow, you are so lucky. I am alone here. I can't even think of going to visit anybody. I can't even think of anybody coming around to see me. I can't even gossip anybody on the phone. That's exactly the reason I do not have Saudi Arabian number, because it is useless. I can't call anyone. I'm not working. I'm not officially allowed to work. Yes. So it's really difficult for me here. So why would I see another Nigerian and begin to think of, are you from Goja, are you from Kogi or Benin, where blah blah blah, begin to discriminate? Nobody does that here. Our neighbor here, who is a Nigerian, I think he's from River State also, he's just my husband's 5 and 6, because they are the only 2 Nigerian men in this part of Saudi Arabia where we are. So I can honestly assure you that if I heard of the news of a new Nigerian family arriving this location, I would be so happy, so on top of the world to have them around, And I honestly believe that we will be living here as families, not as this is an Igbo person, this is a Yoruba person, this is an Hausa person. It hardly exists in abroad. And the so-called voodoo charm that they do in Nigeria hardly exists in abroad. I've witnessed that in my parties, the 2 parties I had while I was in the UK, and the other ones I attended. In fact, it was one of the challenging facts for me to see, challenging reality for me to believe that people could drink in a party. People could just drink and drop their glasses on the table. You could even come and take another person's own and drink from the same cup, or drink off the same cup that the person has drunk from and kept on the table. I was like, what is going on here? That this is not common in my country, Nigeria. In fact, this is really sin, because everybody is so cautious about drinking publicly or in a party. Yes, because they can even release it on their fingers. I don't know, they can even fly the juju, to kill their fellow human beings. And tribalism is not common, because what you know is what I know. If any job that you're doing abroad, you are respected. Yes, if you are a cleaner, another Nigerian knows that that's what you're doing. And if you are an exporter or you do cargo business, another person is doing that, a Nigerian. If you clean bum like they call it, but nobody does that. Yeah, it's a noble profession, healthcare assistants in the UK or in the Western world. They even earn more than those bankers in Nigeria that are always wearing long tie, corporate shoes and corporate whatever all the time. And they would wake up very early in the morning, 5 a.m. just to start going to a job that they will be resuming around 8 a.m. And when they close by 5 p.m., arriving home to their location would be like 9 p.m. in Nigeria. Yet they get paid 50,000 or something less than that, or 100,000. But 100,000 naira is what a cleaner earned within 2 days in Obodo Igbo. Yes, it's as common as that. So everybody knows what you know. Yeah, so they can't treat you bad. They cannot discriminate. In fact, they are even looking to associate with other Nigerians in abroad, because life is totally lonely overseas. Yeah, the Owambes that they do in Lagos, Nigeria, the parties, marriages, burials, or whatever ceremonies, they are not common overseas. What you see them celebrate often are just birthday parties. When a kid, a baby of 1 year, is celebrating a birthday party, you will see adults, they would gather. You'll be wondering, is this a child's birthday party? But they would attend because they don't have other parties they usually attend. In fact, I give it up to churches. Churches in abroad, they are also trying to make Nigerians feel lively, feel comfortable at church. Yeah, because I've attended Redeem, Christ Embassy. There's another one, Graceland. You know, Graceland is mainly attended by Oyibo, few Nigerians. I attended these 3 churches on an invitation, you know. So, the way they do in churches in abroad, in Nigerian churches in abroad, is so fantastic. At the end of it, you might think that you've come for a party or something. At the end of the service, you come out, you eat, you drink, you have your breakfast or lunch right there in the churches. Oh my God. So it's so amazing, because they know that after the service, people go home, they stay in their closet, you know, they're not visiting. It's once in a while, once in a blue moon. Time is money in abroad. An hour is money in abroad, you know. So it's not like in Nigeria. So when they see somebody like, maybe you see, maybe a Yoruba guy sees an Igbo man in abroad, they embrace each other very well. They'll be like, oh, one Nigeria is absolutely practiced, is absolutely common in diaspora compared to it is in Nigeria. In Nigeria, there is nothing like one Nigeria. Discrimination is the order of the day. Favoritism, tribalism in the employment sectors or in the job sectors. You see somebody who is more qualified, because the person is not an Igbo person or Yoruba, you wouldn't give the person that position. It has happened to me. Just like I stated, tribalism is totally on the increase in my country, Nigeria. I could remember those years I was working in the church. I got an industrial placement in Abuja. But then I decided to come back to Onitsha because I had a sick mom. Yeah, and I used to be very close to my late mom. May her soul rest in peace. Amen. So while looking after my mom, after about a few months, I decided to get a job in a close by church, my church. Yeah, so I worked there for about 7-8 months. Yeah, I couldn't finish that 1 year IT there because church brothers, holy church brothers, they did not let me be. All of them, they want to marry children. My office, they used to troop into my office, and we are really disturbing my peace. So what happened was this: when I was about to quit that job, I went to my catechist. I said, I found somebody that was going to take over from me. Lo and behold, I didn't know this lady from my village. We met in one of the church organizations, and it was an acting group. Yeah, they were into movie making, you know. So she got to tell me that she was also studying mass comm, just like myself. It happened to be in the same school. I said, that's fine. I am leaving this office. I don't know if you would be interested, since your IT is just at hand. She said, yes, she would love to take over from me. I said, that's fantastic. So I took her to our catechist. Oh, he's late now. May his soul rest in peace. Amen. I said, I have found somebody, Oluchi by name, to represent me here. The man was like, after the girl left, he asked the girl to go. He was like, have I lost it? Did I not know that Imo people, they are the ones in charge of this parish? Imos, they are leading. That I should look for an Imo person, not an Anambra girl. What is different between Onye Anambra and Onye Imo State, and Onye Abia State, and Onye Gene one of four? That is why this Biafra that they are talking about is doing me somehow. Because I know by the time they get this Biafra, I'm in support of it too, but it's going to be a problem getting leadership. It's going to be a problem choosing people to lead them. you know. So the man was mad at me because I got somebody from Anambra to take a small office, not a big position. How much was I even being paid then? That day I got shocked. Then I knew that there is politics in the church, plus other subsequent experiences, ugly experiences I had in the church. And he wasn't the only one that made that statement that people from Imo State, they are the leaders, they are, I don't know, in that church. Another person told me the same thing, a youth, you know. I was like, what kind of mentality is this? So this is what happens in every organization in Nigeria. You know, it's very common. I had terrible experience job hunting in Nigeria as a UK graduate. I had it tough. One even told me my certificate, my application was once trashed because I studied abroad. I did a video about that. The other one in another organization even asked me, how could I even have studied? I had a first degree here and I went to, as if that one wasn't enough, I went to Obodo Ibo. I went abroad to study again. Now you want to come here and take my position. These were the things I faced, you know, searching for a job in Nigeria. It wasn't easy. So, to cut a long story short, these things do not happen like this in abroad. My first experience when I arrived UK in the lecture hall, you know, I was so happy to see black people. I was like, I used to think that every black people or every black person is a Nigerian. That was my mentality then. Until I approached 2 or 3 people, they were speaking through their nostrils. I said, nah, one chance. They have entered one chance. These people are not Nigerians. Yeah, I remember Donya or something. She's married to a Yoruba man. But the way she responded to me, she's not a Nigerian, but she's black, Jamaican. Until I met Abisco, Abiwa Mama. She's also a British Jamaican, you know. But she was nice to me. And I met Mo, Prof. Mo, also from Zimbabwe, you know. So then I used to think that every black person is a Nigerian because of the way you see black people elected, you know. Nobody is competing with one another or each other in Obodo Ibo. You know waiting day. You know waiting day. You have what I have. You earn similar amount that I earn, even if you are doing a professional job. That's on your own. We have the same treatment, the same respect, you know. You don't call my job shit because I'm a cleaner. You don't look down on me. I know my rights, you know. I can even sue you, you know, but so this is practically common. Yes, nobody is doing you juju. But in Nigeria, this is where you are afraid of hugging somebody. In one occasion, we traveled to the village for Xmas those years. I remember one of our aunties came and brought bread. By the time she left, I wanted to eat that bread. My Adane grabbed the bread from me and threw it away. She was like, "Oh, there." You want to chop so that your stomach will swallow up or something. This is the way things are so bad in our country that you can't hug somebody freely. You can't even sit on the same table and dine open-mindedly with your relatives or with your loved ones. Such is super sad. So, should I have a Nigerian here? Honestly, I would be so thankful. But meanwhile, this is not a good place for anybody to come. Yes, because I am a Christian and I record a Muslim woman from Lagos, Nigeria, a Yoruba lady. She came here. She is married. The husband was here. Yeah. She couldn't even spend a month with her son. She left. She traveled back to Nigeria. Though, thanks goodness, the husband just resumed work in the UK this January. So, they are all together now. Well, to cut a long story short, tribalism and voodoo hardly exist in Obodo Ibo. Because it's hard. You are even looking for somebody to call your family, somebody to call your relative, somebody to relate with, to gist with, to dine with, to come have your lunch with you. Talk more of planning a way of juju, you know, what have you. Alright guys, thank you so much for your time today. I really appreciate this. My name is Chief Friend. See you again in my next video. Bye.